We're gonna rotate our legs in and out. Then with turned out hips, pointed toes, développé devant, 8 times. Switching legs. Keep the shoulders back, keep the neck long. Parallel, flexing and pointing. Warming up those legs, feet, ankles. Stretching the hamstrings gently. Bending the knees, open and close those knees. Lift the chest, shoulders back. Working our inner thighs. And lying down on the floor, let's work the flexing and pointing in a turned out position. And we'll work our rotation, rotating in and out from the hips. Turned out pointed toes, single leg pull. Gently pulling that leg. Flexing the feet. Keep it going. Pointing the feet. And flexing. Give it one last little pull. We're gonna roll over onto our sides. Feet in front of us, turned out, pointed toes. Reach the bottom leg forward, top leg backward. We're reaching out to our splits, coming back to fifth position. Speeding it up a little. The legs in front of your hips when you close. Switching sides. Bottom leg goes forward, top leg reaches back behind you. Starting slower. And speeding it up. Don't forget to use your abs. Check that your abs are engaged. Use those oblique muscles to hold yourself in position. And now we turn around onto our stomachs, still using our abs. We'll do our single leg kick. Our fists are pressing together. We're up on our elbows. We're giving our quads a dynamic stretch. And we're working our lower back and hip muscles. Coming all the way down. We'll lift into that back extension and lower. Keep your abs engaged as you lift and lower. our rocking position. Come back down. And when you're ready, you can hold the position and go ahead and rock. Use those leg muscles to pull yourself back. If you're not rocking, that's okay. Just continue with that first part, reaching into the stretch and coming back down. And we'll all come down to the floor. Pressing our palms on the floor, pull those palms towards you to lengthen your lower back as you stretch up into a full back extension. Then we'll reach an arm up and around, switching arms, circling up and around. Keeping that lower back long. And we'll come back down to the floor with control. Pull your belly button in as you press up to hands and knees and stretch back, sitting on your heels. Roll through the back up to your knees, one foot in front of the other, coming to the bar. For this exercise, we're going to use a yoga block if you have one. Cambré forward, flat back, and then round over. Through the flat back again, hand on the bar, and come all the way up. Tendu to second, and repeat. Rounding your back, relaxing your head. Lengthening the spine, hand back on the bar. Turn our feet to parallel. Reaching forward. Try to keep those legs straight. We'll come into fourth position, parallel. Finishing in first. Second side, be gentle with yourself, working the back and the hamstrings. As we go forward. Fourth position, parallel. And we'll set our block aside, get those blocks out of the way. Coming to first position. Tendu devant on Fondu. Reach back and forth on Cloche on the floor. And we'll gradually pick up the leg higher and higher. Just make sure you have room as you reach forward and backward. Adjust yourself as necessary. Get those blocks out of the way. Second side. The arm is reaching in opposition to the leg. Allongé. And the head can go back and forth following the arm. Cambrés with tendus. Tendu devant, plie, cambré forward. Lengthen to come up. Straighten that leg and cambré back. Tend, lie, tendu back. Lunge all the way down, cambré forward. Come back up. Cambré back. Tend, lie, and repeat. We're putting together our Cambré devant with our extensions on Fondu and adding the Cambré back. Second side. Back to the first side. Into the barre. Reach to the corner to come all the way forward. This time roll through the spine to come up. Into the barre, reach to the corner to go back. Keeping the lower back lengthened. Come straight up and repeat. Make sure you reach to that corner. Roll through the spine. All the way over, reach to the corner, keep the lower back long. combination in first position also. Either one is fine. Into the bar, go around to come down, and roll straight up. Into the bar, around to go back, and straight up. Then with our back to the bar from fifth or first, fondus. Same leg to the side. Both legs bend and stretch at the same time. Close and back, switch legs to the front. Lift the knee higher each time and stretch the leg higher. To the side, keeping that foot in front of your knee, knee in front of your hip. All the way up. And again. Make sure that standing knee is going out over the toes. Watch your upper body placement. Keep your hips square. Turning around to the back. Lift the thigh. Lift the thigh higher and higher. Bring the heel in front. Lift the thigh, reach the heel forward. If your bar gets in the way, you can turn to the side. For this one, adjust as you need to with your space. Square your shoulders, reach that leg straight behind you. And keep that heel in front. Fifth position. Tendu front and reach to a high extension to the back. Switching legs. Really try to square those shoulders, reach your toe toward the opposite shoulder. Turning around. Second position, nice and wide, slow grand plie. arms one more time. Repeat faster this time. Grand battements, controlled. Control coming down, kick up and control it as you bring it down. And we'll wait for the music to do the grand battements to the front. We're going to grab a block, stay near your barre, and we'll start stretching for our splits. We'll come down on one knee, starting with our right leg in front. Stretch that right leg out, pull your hip back, flat back reaching forward. Then round your back over, relax your head just like we did with our Cambrés. And again, lengthen the back. When you're ready, you can do this on your own time. When you're ready, lengthen the spine. Use your barre, use your block to come back up. And we'll do a Cambré back in this position. And grand jeté arms. Then we're going to shift our hips. Same thing, going forward with a flat back, then rounding when you're ready. Coming back to our flat back. And putting that block wherever you need it to give yourself support. We'll Cambré back. And we'll bring our arms to grand jeté. Switching legs. Take as much time as you need for these stretches. You can put your own music on, take a little more time. Ready, we'll come back up to center and we'll Cambré to the back. Bring our arms to grand jeté position. As we bend that front knee and shift our hips forward, we also want to reach that front foot out a little bit more. And make sure that our front knee is going out to the side. Use the block, use your barre, use your furniture to support you to stay in the correct position. You can also put a block under your thigh here. Ready, we'll come to center, Cambré back. Return to center and grand jeté arms. Then we're getting ready to go down into our splits. Bring the front leg forward again. We're going to start by stretching the back leg, the right leg forward. So right leg is in front. And we're going to put that block under our right thigh to give us a little extra support. The back leg is stretched. We're doing our Cambré forward and back. Grand jeté. We'll do one arm and then the other arm. Then we'll slide the front leg out, bending the back leg, and support your front leg with the block as much as you need to. Cambré forward and backward. Finally, we'll stretch both legs, the back leg and the front leg. Use that block under your thighs if you're high up off the floor. And we'll reach one arm at a time to our grand jeté position. Bending our legs, sitting on our hips, bringing that back leg to the front. Stand up and get ready for the other side. So we start by stretching the back leg, supporting the front thigh. Cambré forward and backward. If you're really high up off the floor, you can also use a stability ball. If you're really high up, use whatever support you need to be able to stretch that back leg. Back knee down, stretch the front leg. Using that block or whatever support you have, using it as much as you need to. Finally, stretch both legs, front leg and back leg straight. Let your hips drop straight down. You can let your hips open a little bit more here. And one arm at a time, grand jeté position. And again, finishing up. We want to turn ourselves to a direction where we can stand all the way up, coming into our curtsy or bow. Good class, guys.